say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The give from the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that You want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Wants to go up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give them the football.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on! They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on playbook moving forward.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Voorhees. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets him back to the line of scrimmage. And the Owls racing to the line in a hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Completes it in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. He won't get there, it'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give to the fullback. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's got his man across the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Sweet cut there. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. They believe they can run right here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rival.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Punts it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, Dave.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Look out, he's got room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll try the left side. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, FIU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've only converted one time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. That's caught. It's Miles. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off to the defense.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
FIU set up with another first down. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Panther! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my...
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tank.
Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Split backs here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida International. What an explosive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been. Got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked down in the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's 40. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. And the returner will be knocked down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there. FIU pushing tempo. The give. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target. Not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To throw, it's John. Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Panther. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Voorhees. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air. It's John. Fires left. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they're still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll go to the fullback. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida International. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Sticks it in his belly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Looking for space. It's Hunt. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys.
I was trying to jump over him. I knew for some reason he was going to go low. I didn't get the jump button. Sure.
Really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again. They're looking to add to that lead.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw, it's John. Hit as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
he hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one.